Go.
Hey, happy Tuesday to y'all. This is Lindsay here, and I've got Allison, my credit partner with Rising Point Solutions.
Hey guys.
We just wanted to come talk to y'all today and give y'all some points and tips on what we at Assurance Financial are doing to make sure your information is staying secure. And then Allison has some great tips as far as how to keep your credit safe and things that she can recommend with given this uncharted territory that we're in. Allison, what are you doing? Are you watching the golfers?
I am, yeah, actually watching. It's been super busy because it's like that one thing that people can actually do. Because I know it's like either you're walking or you're playing golf. So it's actually been pretty entertaining watching everybody. But I'm actually trying to escape my kids because they're loud, like really loud.
Yeah, this whole working from home thing is definitely an adjustment. It's nice, but I'm somebody who likes routine, so
yeah,
it's been a little bit of a challenge. But if anything, to keep everybody safe and healthy. So.
Definitely getting back in the office.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to adjust to going back to an office, but it'll be fine. I miss all my coworkers and my friends and human interaction. I kind of feel like I was on maternity leave where you just don't have much human interaction except with young children. So anyway, at Assurance Financial, we know that your security is really important. So we've got a couple of cool things that we offer. And one of them couldn't have come at a better time. For several months now, we've offered an fully secure app through a company called Blend. The application from the beginning all the way to the end is done via the app. It is secure, more secure than email, more secure than text. It allows you to upload all of your information, pull in bank statements and employment information, as well as take photographs of your W-2s, pay stubs, so on and so forth, driver's license, and it uploads to a secure portal rather than taking the chance of a possible fat finger mistake and it going to the wrong email address. So all of it's done through that app. Everything that comes over to us is encrypted, so no logins are shared with us, but it is a one-stop shop for the application process. And I think that that's been a huge addition to our company, as well as with everything going on in this pandemic and the social distancing and everybody wanting to limit their contact with other people. We launched with a vendor called SnapDocs. And so all of our closings now are done via SnapDocs, whereas the borrower is able to sign documents electronically prior to the closing. They sign the non-critical documents, and then when they go to the closing table, which is still required, for a much shorter period of time, they're only signing the critical documents that an attorney or a notary needs to be present for. So this launch of this product has been huge, I feel like, especially for this given time where everyone is having to either close outside, close in their car, do something really quickly. It's allowing us to not only make it easier, more secure, but also follow the social distancing rules as best as we can as an essential business. So, Allison, I know that you and I both have probably been playing on the internet at night more than we normally do. And with that comes some risk and some things that we want to make sure people are aware of. So what tips do you have for people that have a good bit of downtime, whether it involves maybe their credit isn't so great right now and they want to buy a house in the next couple of months? What could they be doing during this time to help get their credit up? And by the time hopefully all this is over, they be ready to buy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Being proactive right now, I think you've got the downtime to do it. You've got the downtime to think ahead of the next couple of months where you want to be, whether it be financially or, if you're looking to make a move, prepping for that now it's a great time to kind of look at everything. Seeing where you stand, first of all, with your actual credit. I mean, a lot of people I've talked to have not looked at a credit report unless, like Lindsay, our lender, has pulled it. They have no idea what's on it. So, the credit bureaus deal with billions of us, and all of our accounts. There's bound to be mistakes. All the time I see clients that have collections with Sprint, but we can prove that they've never even had Sprint before. They're mistakes. So I think getting a snapshot of what your actual credit report looks like is huge. You can go to free annual creditreport.com, and we'll make sure that I'll post some links in the bottom in the comment section of this video for you guys. If you want to know your actual true credit score, you can go to myfico, which is myfico.com. You have to pay for that report, but it gives you a clear picture of what's going on. So I think step one, always know what's on your credit report. Make sure you're aware of, what's being reported. Balances to limits are super easy. It's a quick way to get your scores up and continue to build your credit up. And just make sure they're not over 50%. What does that mean? Percentages. So the credit bureaus, the way they grade us on our credit card usage is based off percentage used. So if you have like a $400 credit limit and you have a balance of 250 of that, so 50% of 400 is 200. So if you're under that first threshold of 50%, if you're under that, you're helping your credit. If you're over that, you're hurting your credit. So just working on small goals at a time, I think helps. Make sure you have enough established credit, 2 to 3, well, really like 2 credit cards open, installment, good mix of credit types helps. But, first things first, to see what's even going on, make sure there are not errors in your credit.
Yeah, I can tell you that I've got several borrowers that I'm working with that, especially if it's somebody that's been on time for everything, their entire credit history, and then all of a sudden something goes to collection, whether it's Sprint or DirecTV or Cox or these alarm companies, it will destroy them. I mean, it drops their score tremendously. So, and a lot of times if they don't pull their credit often, especially if somebody is pretty responsible with their credit, they don't pull it often.
Right.
So they don't know that it's on there. I had a guy that it dropped his credit score 150 points, and it was just one collection. And there's ways around that Allison can help you with, whether the company removes it or there's different options. But yeah, you're right. Getting an accurate visual picture of where your credit is, and kind of getting some goals in place is, I think, is a huge suggestion. And before you know it, it could be fixed for all this, and you could go and
be ready.
Look at buying a house, or stop renting and putting building equity. So what about as far as I know I'm guilty of even before this, guilty of online shopping, and Amazon is way too easy. A lot of us are online shopping for the whole reason that to avoid going to stores for the social distancing thing. What can you recommend people as far as keeping their information secure? There are so many good hackers out there, or companies that seem legit that aren't. What tips do you have to keeping your credit secure and making sure that what you're paying is truly going to the right place, and stuff like that for all this online shopping? Because I know I'm guilty of it. But
yeah, I definitely do the grocery pickup right now because I don't want to go in a store if I don't have to. I do use Amazon.
I did grocery pickup before this because I'm just lazy.
Yeah, right. Hang on. Okay, we're like doing a video outside. I swear a spider just jumped on me somewhere. But yeah, anyways, so if I freak out.
Welcome to the South.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. So no, I think that just doing certain things that you can to protect yourself are, if you have a credit card that you can use, but pay that transaction back right away, like you would if it was coming from your debit card. A lot of people are like, when you're trying to build your credit up, oh, don't use credit cards, don't use credit cards. If you're responsible about it, like we have our Amazon account, it is tied to a credit card. So I know the minute that I buy something on Amazon, I'm going to go and I'm going to pay that credit card out of my, checking account or whatever and get it knocked out. Having a card like that you're not going to be liable for, if your card information is stolen, that's a good idea. We also use PayPal a lot because PayPal's, connected and they have those security features. So it's one thing to do is just, if you have a credit card that you need to use, you need something on there to keep it active, you can use it for those types of purchases. Just be responsible. Don't go overboard on shopping. I think that's huge right now, and especially like a lot of people right now with the quarantine and the everything going on, is make sure that you're not missing a payment. Like you were just saying before, one 30-day late can drop your score to 100 points. I have been there. My very first day working at Rising Point, I don't mind talking about it. I had gotten a car like a month before, and in moving and starting with Rising Point, starting a new job, I didn't realize, but I had my first 30-day late on my credit card. It shut it down. Basically, they closed it, all of that. It was crazy. And my score went from the 700s to 580. So, I mean, you be careful because one little slip up and you won't be in the running to buy a house for a while. So just
Right.
kind of an eye on that too is huge.
Yeah, you're right. Little things like that. It's and credit's so tricky sometimes with what's good, what's bad, you know. So having somebody like Allison that can take a look at your report and say, you know, if your goal is to buy a house and to improve your credit, I know that she is trained and has the skills to show you exactly what you could do that would allow you to move in the direction of needing to buy a house. She knows what we're looking for as a lender, as far as scores, as far as time periods of lates and so on and so forth that we're able to lend with. So having somebody like her as an asset to help you out and to guide you on the quickest way to get it done, because what you might think will work to get it done the fastest, or what you think, oh, I'll just pay all this off, I'll pay all of this off, might end up hurting you more than it helps you. Sometimes paying things off, and correct me if I'm wrong, Allison, but sometimes paying things off all the way down to zero can be more detrimental than paying it down to a significantly lower balance.
Yeah, you need to be careful. A lot of people don't realize that, you know, the creditors, they have to pay to report to the bureaus because the bureaus are private companies. So these creditors have to pay to report. And sometimes if you don't have a balance and you haven't had a balance for a while, they may skip that altogether. So I always tell people anywhere from 1 to 19% that ideal spot to have a balance on your credit cards. Set it up on auto pay, whatever it is. Set up if it's the minimum. Like the way that I do with my credit cards is I'll go get a tank of gas, and I mean I keep mine on auto pay, but I pay it before that, and I'll go get a tank of gas for like $40 on my credit card and pay 35 of it that same day, and I let $5 carry over every month. So yeah, definitely paying things off in regards to credit cards is not always the best thing, but collection. If you find a collection, I know you and I talk about this all the time. If you have a collection that hits your credit report, it's always the best option to pay it right away. You know, let someone look at it like Lindsay, or let me look at it with you and try to guide you and make sure that it is worth paying. Because it not always is. Sometimes it can actually update it on your credit report and hurt like a brand new collection.
Right. Yeah. And it's having those, having you and that advice and those tools is really helpful. So if anybody's looking to buy a house or even possibly get their credit score up and look to refinance, rates are still really low. Business is still moving at Assurance Financial. We're still good, and we're still closing loans every day. So anything you can do that can help you get on track. You know, interest rates are determined by your credit score. So if you can get your credit score to the best that you possibly can, it can help your interest rate, and it can help make the loan process smoother. So contact Allison if you need some assistance with getting your credit repaired, even if you aren't looking to buy a house or refinance your house. Just if you want to get your credit back on track and you aren't quite sure of how to do that first, you know, she's a great asset to be able to help you with that.
Well, good. Is there anything else that you kind of wanted to go over today?
I don't think so. I just want people to know that to, you know, just make sure that they kind of pay attention to what they're doing online, pay attention to where they're submitting their information. I know that we're all just getting bored and we're getting a little stir crazy. So times are very different. So just make sure you're making smart decisions. And if you need anything or need any help or just want an idea of where your credit is, contact me, contact Allison, and we'll be happy to help.
Yep, sounds good. Well, thanks for doing a video with me today. I appreciate it. You gave me a break from my kids for a minute.
Yeah. Yes, I know, a little break from work. So, and everybody else. So thanks so much, and everybody have a great day.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. Okay. Bye.